Taylor Swift loved days like this. Days when the world felt wide open and full of possibility. When the air was warm and every moment seemed to shimmer with promise. The sun warmed her face as she wandered a wildflower-filled meadow just outside Nashville, her favorite guitar, Meredith, slung comfortably over her shoulder. The gentle breeze carried the scent of blooming flowers, and every step felt like a new beginning. She found a spot beneath a sprawling oak, its leaves whispering in the breeze above her. Taylor strummed a few bright, hopeful chords, letting the music mingle with the hum of bees and the distant call of birds. The world seemed to pause, listening. Inspiration sparked. She scribbled lyrics about sunshine, freedom, and the magic in simple moments. Each word felt like a secret she was sharing with the sky. A curious rabbit hopped by, pausing as if to listen to her song, its nose twitching in the tall grass. Taylor closed her eyes, soaking in the sounds. Birds singing, wind rustling, her own heartbeat echoing in the quiet. She hummed a hopeful melody, feeling completely at peace, as if the world was holding its breath just for her music. This was her happy place, where music and nature blended perfectly, and every note felt like a celebration of the moment. She jotted down lines about finding beauty in quiet corners of the world, about how inspiration could be found in the gentlest breeze or the softest ray of sunlight. The day stretched before her, full of promise and possibility. Taylor had no idea her peaceful afternoon was about to become an unforgettable adventure, one that would change her forever. Sometimes, the best stories begin on the calmest days, when you least expect something extraordinary to happen. And today, a new story was about to unfold, one that would start with a song and end with a memory she'd never forget. Suddenly, the perfect afternoon shifted. A strong breeze whipped Taylor's notebook pages, and she glanced up. Dark clouds rolled in, swallowing the sun and painting the sky a deep, moody gray. The air buzzed with electricity, birds fell silent, and the rabbit vanished. Thunder rumbled in the distance, growing louder, shaking the ground beneath her. Taylor's heart raced, not with fear but excitement. She'd always loved storms, their wild beauty and power. The wind howled, leaves danced, and the meadow transformed into a dramatic stage. Lightning flashed, thunder boomed closer. The fairy tale calm was gone, replaced by thrilling energy. Taylor knew she needed shelter, fast. The adventure had truly begun. Sometimes the sky writes its own song, and Taylor was ready to listen. The first raindrop landed on Taylor's nose, cold and big, a sudden playful surprise from the sky. She laughed, spinning in the rain as it fell harder, turning the meadow into a sparkling wonderland. Each drop shimmered on her skin, catching the light and making the world feel magical and new. Taylor quickly tucked Meredith into her case, keeping her guitar safe from the sudden downpour, not wanting a single note to be lost to the storm. Lightning split the sky, thunder crashed, but Taylor felt exhilarated, her heart racing with the storm's wild energy. For a moment she danced, arms wide, letting the storm wash over her, feeling the rain soak through her clothes and into her soul. The wildness of the rain made her feel alive and free, as if she could do anything, be anyone, in that untamed moment. But as the downpour grew heavier, she knew she needed shelter, the wind whipping around her and the sky darkening even more. Scanning the meadow's edge, she spotted a small, weathered shed nestled among pine trees, its roof glistening with rain. It was her only option, a tiny refuge in the wild storm. With determination, Taylor dashed toward it, boots splashing through puddles, her laughter echoing through the rain-soaked air. The storm was fierce, but she was braver, her spirit unbroken by the wind and water. Sometimes, you have to run through the rain to find your next adventure, to discover what you're truly made of. Taylor's heart pounded with excitement, every sense alive and awake in the storm's embrace. She was ready for whatever came next, no matter how wild or unexpected. The storm was just the beginning, a promise of stories yet to unfold. And Taylor was in the middle of it all, right where she belonged. Taylor burst into the old shed, soaked but safe from the relentless downpour. Her heart pounded as she closed the creaking door behind her, shutting out the wild world for a moment. The rain thundered on the tin roof, a steady drumbeat that echoed through the small space. But inside, it was dry and still, a world apart from the storm's chaos. She caught her breath, listening to the storm's wild music outside. Each gust of wind rattled the window, but she felt strangely calm, as if the storm was playing just for her. The shed was simple, just old tools, clay pots, and a single dusty window. Yet, every object seemed to hold a story, waiting to be discovered in the dim light. Taylor set her guitar down and sat on a wooden crate, watching raindrops race down the glass. The patterns they made were mesmerizing, like tiny rivers flowing toward the unknown. Peace settled over her. This forgotten place felt like a secret hideout. It was as if she'd stumbled into a world that existed just for her, hidden away from everyone else. Exploring, she found a small wooden box tucked in a corner, half hidden beneath a pile of rags and dust. Inside, carefully arranged, were a bird's feather, a heart-shaped stone, and a tarnished silver locket. Each item felt precious, as if placed there with intention. The locket was empty, but Taylor wondered about its story. Who had worn it? What memories did it once hold close? The storm had led her to this box of mysteries, a collection of forgotten treasures waiting to be found. Sometimes, adventure means finding magic in unexpected places, in the quiet corners where no one else thinks to look. Taylor smiled, feeling grateful for the shelter and the secrets it held. She realized that even the simplest places could offer the greatest surprises. The storm raged on, but inside, she felt safe and inspired, her imagination sparked by the magic she'd found. Even in chaos, there's beauty to be found. Sometimes all it takes is a little shelter and an open heart to see it. The storm faded, rain softening to a gentle patter. Sunlight streamed through the shed's window, making the silver locket gleam. Taylor stepped outside into a sparkling, rain-washed world. Across the sky arched a brilliant rainbow, vivid, perfect, magical. Taylor stood in awe, feeling rewarded for her bravery. A new melody filled her mind, inspired by the storm and the rainbow's promise. She scribbled lyrics about hope, light after darkness, and the beauty storms can bring. The real treasure wasn't in the box. It was the song the day had given her. Taylor realized the storm hadn't ruined her day. It had transformed it. Sometimes, the best gifts come after the rain. And every adventure leaves you with a story to sing. Taylor's heart was full, her song ready to be born. Taylor walked home, notebook brimming with new lyrics, heart soaring. The world sparkled, fresh and new, as if the storm had washed away every doubt. She hummed her melody, grateful for the unexpected adventure. The day had started simple, but became unforgettable. Taylor learned that the best moments are often unplanned. Adventure can find you anywhere, even in your own backyard. She picked up Meredith and played her new song, music filling the room. It was a song about bravery, shelter, and the beauty after every storm. Even the darkest skies can lead to rainbows and the sweetest melodies. Sometimes, a storm is just the beginning of your best story.